In this demo, we use an airbrush technique. We paint with large brushes and use the lasso tool. We paint the painting first with grayscale and then we color it. I'll start the painting on an A3 canvas. I'll stain the background layer and create a new layer for line work. I'll use a pencil-like brush for drawing. I draw a character without a reference. After the sketch, I create a new layer for the airbrush. I put this layer underneath the line work. Now I create the airbrush. It is a huge, round, soft brush. I'll start to shade the areas in the painting, blocking in where I want darker and lighter colors. I don't use too light colors in the beginning. After the initial round of color, I start to use the stencil, the lasso tool. Use the L and B for changing the lasso to the brush. When I've done the base, I merge the line work to the airbrush layer. I use a large brush. When I need details, I use the lasso. I normally use the lasso so that I only paint to the other side of the lassoed area. This way I get nice gradients. The other side is tight and the other side is soft. I airbrush the light color from the direction of the light source, from top right. I draw a base for the eyebrows and then draw some texture on top with a lasso. I also lasso draw the eyelashes. If I need to make corrections, I can select the layer, copy it, paste it, and free transform it. When I'm done, I'll merge the layer down, Ctrl E. It's much faster to work with a big brush and lasso than changing the brush size all the time. I'll draw a necklace with the lasso. I put some stronger contrast to create a metallic effect. If I want softer blends, I can press the Always Use Pressure for Opacity button down. When I have the base of the painting done, I'll continue to an actual brush. This is a normal hard edge brush. If I would only use the airbrush, the painting would be quite ethereal. I use the normal brush mostly to the light areas. I paint the painting all around, adding details and better lighting. On the background, I use the smudge tool. I'll paint some details and textures with a small brush. Now I'm happy with the grayscale image and continue to the colors. I create a new layer for the color. I'll paint some color on top of the face with the opacity of 30%. I'll then set the blending mode of the color layer to be color. Now this layer only decides the color. The values are designed on the painting layer. I then continue on painting the color, adding cold color to the background. You can overdo the colors first. The color layer separately looks like this. I'll make the central area of the face reddish, the ears, nose and eyes. The other areas are more yellow. I painted a secondary blue light source. You can see it in the reflections on the hair, on the ear and on the neck. I make a correction to the nose on the painting layer. I copy it, paste it and free transform it. I release the corners of the free transform by dragging with the Ctrl pressed. I then erase the edges and merge the layer down. I continue on the colors. You can reduce the opacity by erasing or painting gray on top of the color. You can also reduce the saturation overall by reducing the opacity of the color layer. If you need to fix the painting, you need to go to the painting layer. I am now happy with the painting. It has soft color blends, but also some texture on it.